You killed the omen. May the Eight bless you. My mind is free, but my sins remain.
Are you alright?
Yes, I'm all right, but not absolved. I ordered the Knights of the Flame to rebellion. I murdered the Duchess. I betrayed the Duke. These stains on my honor cannot be washed away.
Well, let's leave this nightmare.
Sir Edmund sent for me, and I came as soon as I could. Sir Hughes does not plead for clemency, yet he says his mind was not his own.
Yeah, he was under the influence of a day drug, but it's dead now.
As strong as my anger may be, I sense truth in your words, and some change in Sir Hughes's character. But he murdered my wife, and for that, I can find no forgiveness.
Then you'll have him executed, Your Grace?
He asked me to take his life and restore honor to the Knights of the Flame. But my emotions are too strong. I cannot trust myself to make the right decision. You were in his dream. You saw what drove him to murder. You must decide his fate.
What do we do?
Whatever dark influence that dominated Sir Hughes, that was the enemy. This man is innocent.
I don't know about that.
King Fahara'jad is furious over the death of his daughter. He demands an immediate execution for her murderer.
The Duchess died by my hand. My crime is unforgivable, and I accept full responsibility. Do what must be done.
Well, need to think this through. Well, he was definitely under the influence of Daedra, but it was not like he was forced to do it.
How bad does it look?
He killed an innocent.
Sir Edmund sent for me, and I came as soon as I could. Sir Hughes does not plead for clemency, yet he says as strong as my anger may be. He asked me to take his life and restore honor to the Knights of the Flame. But my emotions are too strong. I cannot trust myself to make the right decision. You were in his dream. You saw what drove him to murder. You must decide his fate.
A tough decision. Tough decision. I don't want to dwell too long on this, but I really don't know what to do here.
Whatever dark influence that dominated Sir Hughes, that was the enemy. This man is innocent.
But he's not innocent, though. He's not innocent.
Sir Edmund said...
The Duchess died by my hand. My crime is unforgivable, and I accept full responsibility. Do what must be done.
Sir Edmund sent for me, and I came as soon as I could. As strong as my... He asked me to take his life and restore honor to the Knights of the Flame. But my emotions are too strong. I cannot trust myself to make the right decision. You were in his dream. You saw what drove him to murder. You must decide his fate.
He should die.
Then Sir Hughes will have his wish, and Lakana will be avenged. Go ahead, Sir Edmund.
Forgive me, my old friend.
One clean blow. Strike swiftly now.
I don't see how keeping him there would... She's still died by his head, you know. I'm pretty sure this guy's pissed.
A crime was committed and the price had to be paid. I wish it could have been otherwise. But I have done my duty, as you chose.
Sir Edmund will stay on as leader of the Knights of the Flame. He is a good man and loyal. Though I fear I will never trust anyone fully again.
And now?
The honor of the Knights of the Flame has been restored, and Lakana's murderer is dead. However, nothing can bring my wife back.
Okay, we'll get Honor's Guardian and 1 skill point.
Though the immediate danger is past, I fear this might be more than an isolated event. Sir Hugh's driven mad by nightmares, and I've heard the constable in Coghlan village was similarly affected. We need to know more about this so-called omen.
So where would I find such knowledge?
The spirit wardens of Pariah Abbey. They dabble in Daedric rituals, but they're benevolent. Speak to Brother Moron at the Abbey. Ask him if the appearance of this omen should be cause for wider concerns. If so, we should warn High King Emmerich.
Okay, I'll find Murin. I feel we made the right decision. Alright. Because he may not have been in his mind, but the Duchess is still dead. So, what about her life? Does her life not matter? And what message would that send if this guy killed the Duchess and got to stay on as the leader? Yeah, it had to be done. Alright, let's see what Caldwell would have us do next. Yeah, he wants us to go to Pariah Abbey. And what are we doing there?
Can't you see I'm busy?
Restore order to Pariah Abbey and save the spirit wardens. We're gonna die here. I knew it. We're gonna use this so we can get our 100% experience boost. Oh wait, is it done? Oh, I guess the New Life Festival is over. What is this? Sacred Rites of the Stone Chewers. Let's see, for several seasons I've been observing the Stone Chewer Goblin tribe, recording their daily activities and becoming familiar with their customs and routines. Over time, I've deliberately crept closer and closer to the limits of their tribal camp, occasionally showing myself briefly so the subjects would become used to my proximity. At one point, a warrior out to relieve himself behind a tree stumbled upon my observation post, and when he grunted and drew his crude but serviceable short sword, I thought my work had come to an untimely end. Luckily, the tribal shaman was nearby, and he intervened on my behalf, speaking harshly to the warrior and knocking aside his sword. The shaman pointed at me and slowly rotated his hand near his head, which I assume is a goblin gesture denoting acknowledgement of superior intellect. Who would have suspected this so-called primitive has such regard for scholarship? After that, there were no more incidents of hostility, and the goblins tolerated my presence so long as I kept a respectful distance from their females and offspring. Occasionally, a warrior would bark at me, but I simply replied by making the hand-rotating intelligence gesture next to my head, and the warrior would shrug and go back to his business. As Solid was not about the religious practices of the goblin race, I decided to make the shaman of the tribe my particular study. The symbol of his office was a bone rod, probably a femur with a small skull affixed to the end, possibly an infant's. This skull was ornamented with an assortment of feathers, spines, and animal claws, and filled with something like nut hulls, for it rattled loudly when shaken. The shaman would shake his holy symbol forcefully when summoning his congregation to sacred rituals, or when the females were not bringing him food or drink rapidly enough. At particularly important rituals, the shaman would touch the symbol to his heart, then his head, then point it to the sky and call out Moloch. At first, I found this confusing given the similarity of Moloch to the goblin words Molk, which they use when chastising their durzogs or children, or Mloku, the term for fecal matter. But gradually I learned to differentiate, and one day I realized that by crying Moloch, the shaman must be invoking the god of the goblins. And then it struck me, Moloch is not really much different from Moloch. God of the goblins and the god of the orcs be one and the same? This is the kind of discovery that could win me tenure at the College of Wayrest. I must get independent confirmation of this revelation, but how? Let's search the backpack. Now we got Loken Steers. Whose house is this? Shiogora's shrine? Why is that considered stealing? There's a skull with green eyes in here, but it doesn't talk or do anything. This house is a waste of time. Over here is a Cave of Dreams. Let's go ahead and put that on the map.
Fire! Help! Whoever you are, please help us.
Let's discover the Cave of Dreams, then we'll make our way to Pariah Abbey. Guys, really? You want to fight? There's a delve here. Let's put it on the map in case we... I think it's what, the Pariah Catacombs? Okay. We've put that on the map, so...
Say, I heard you recently arrived from Alcaire. There are terrible rumors about Duchess Lakana. Are they true? Was she murdered?
Yep, her murder was influenced by the Daedra known as the Omen of Fear.
I am sorry to hear about the Duchess. She was a good woman. The Omen of Fear, you say? I recollect hearing something about such Daedra before. You should ask Abbot Duroc. He would know.
Where the hell is Abbot Duroc? Oh, this is Azura's temple.
Help! Bandits are burning our fields! Help!
Later, you're not the one I need to be talking to.
There are wounded to tend to, but I'm wounded myself.
It's none of you guys. Let's go back inside the Abbey.
I...
Looks like the quest giver is not in here. Okay, looks like we have to do those side quests.
Praise Azura. We're desperate, I beg you. The Abbey's under attack. They're trying to burn the place down.
Who's trying to burn the place down?
Bandits. They look like they're with the Midnight Union, but there's no time to explain. Just please go to the northwest entrance and talk to Sister Sophia. She'll tell you how you can help.
Okay, I'll go talk to her right away. Where is Azura when her people need her? She's not helping them, is she?
I don't understand how this could be happening. We have no feud with the Midnight Union. Why would they suddenly attack the Abbey? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, Among told me you need help.
Certainly. The bandits set everything on fire. The whole place is going up in smoke, and they're preventing us from putting the fires out. We weren't prepared to fight. If you'll help extinguish the flames, it would be a tremendous favor.
How do I put him out?
Take this bucket. If you can get to the well and fill it. I don't know any other way. The larger fire may not be so easy. Just focus on the smaller fires first.
Okay.
I appreciate your assistance, but I would not want you to think of the Spirit Wardens as helpless. We are a capable lot, but to be attacked out of nowhere like this, and by the Midnight Union, we were just caught off guard.
Who are the Midnight Union?
Smugglers mostly, and gamblers, even petty thieves. But they've never been ruffians before now. They almost killed Brother Roland. I thought I knew them. Why attack the Abbey? Why?
The fire actually burns, huh? That's a new addition. That's a new addition in the Elder Scrolls. Previously, it wasn't so.
I can see that many of the small fires have been extinguished. Thank you for volunteering to help us.
Yeah, put out the small fires.
Thanks for pitching in. I think we've saved enough crops to make it through the winter. But why did this happen? What's it all about? I hesitate to ask you for further assistance, but if you're willing, your help would certainly be appreciated. Our leader, Abbot Duroc, left some time ago and hasn't returned. I fear he may be injured or worse.
Where is he?
Abbot Duroc and a few others went to the Cave of Dreams on the North Ridge. Duroc wanted to get something to help put out the fires. Brother Hakam went after them with a scroll of return to help get them back sooner. Now I worry about Hakam too.
Do you want me to look for Hakam or Duroc?
Both. But look for Brother Hakam first. With the scroll of return, you can get Abbot Duroc back here sooner, where I hope he'll be able to put out that big fire.
Okay, I'll find them both. Ah, so you guys killed him, huh?
Line it up!
Alright, let's go in and try to find about Duroc. Alright, we're gonna take a break here. We'll be right back with more Elder Scrolls Online.